Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another limit over collection opening. Now again, if you missed the first video, you need to go watch it. I will link in the description below. But literally, like, this is one of the craziest gifts I've ever received. This is nuts. I pre-ordered my boxes from a seller on eBay, and we started talking Yu-Gi-Oh! The other day. Like, we're just geeking out, having fun, you know, discussing the hobby that we love. And this arrived in that opening, so if you wanna go check that out, go check it out. But I did grab 2 pre-orders from him over the course of the past 2 months. I think I ordered 1 pre-order, and then because it was like limited to like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes at the time. And then he messaged me like, "You want another one?" I was like, "Yeah, let me get another one." So I ordered 2 because I thought you were only able to get like basically 1 batch. But there's a lot of boxes you can pre-order on eBay. And a lot of people ask you, how do you get these boxes? eBay is a good one. I will say this: if you missed the initial release, they're gonna be a lot more expensive because the prices were about $60 a box, I want to say, back when we only knew that there's 1 serialized card you could pull in the set, which was the Dark Magician Feral Servant. And then the set came out the other day, and they revealed that there's actually 18 serialized cards in the set, and the price, I'm pretty sure, is not the same as it was then. So yeah, again, thank you so much. I will link his shop in the description below if you want to go pre-order from him. Trusted source. And yeah, here we go. Let's go and hop in, see what we got. I do recommend that you guys pre-order the Rival set, which as of right now, we don't know all the serialized cards in that set, but we would assume it's been the same treatment as we saw with this set, the Heroes collection, where we had 18. And at the time, remember when these pre-orders were made, the only cards we knew were getting serialized cards was the Dark Magician and then the Blue Eyes. The other set, there's still a lot of cards that haven't revealed, so get it now before it blows up next month, or I guess by the end of the month. SP Little Knight is a card I'm hoping to pull in Starlight because I love the art of that. I love how much of a badass Little Knight is. And honestly, watching the animation in Master Duel made me appreciate SP Little Knight so much more. There's our girl, Dark Magical Curtain. If that card resolves, guess what? You're going to get hit by a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Yeah, pretty sure you can honestly play that card in any deck if you want to. All right, we got Lacrima. We got, yeah, because what you do is you activate that, you summon Diabellstar, you then go into whatchamacallit, Dark Magician Destruction, you add the Gaze of Timaeus, you activate it, and now you have Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and then you do your actual combo. Although I'm not the biggest fan of running the Gaze of Timaeus, because it is a brick, and the more bricks you add into your deck, the worse. But I will say, compared to other bricks in the past, it's better than Red Eyes Fusion, because with Red Eyes Fusion, you have to run both Vanilla Red Eyes and Dark Magician. And then if you activate it and get Ash Blossom, your turn ends. Now we don't gotta worry about that anymore. Now keep in mind, your card will be banished if you summon it during your turn. So what you want to do is you end your turn, and then on your opponent's draw phase, you activate the Gaze of Timaeus, and then you make Dragoon. That's what you want to do. And then when it goes back to your turn, you have another turn before the card gets banished. So what you can actually do is just link it away or something, and then bring it back with like Celine, or you can bring it back with like call it like a Baoq. The Master Chaos is another one. There's a lot of ways to bring it back, which is nice. Oh, nice. We got the Elemental Hero. I forgot what this one is called. Blanking on it. This is the one I actually thought we were gonna pull in the last box. That over here, or in the last video. Made a hard call, and then ended up being Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Now I will say this: I don't recommend you chase the serialized cards. I have chased serial before in other TCGs. It is incredibly difficult. At least in this TCG, it's more fun to open, because I've done other TCGs where you chase a serialized card and you pull nothing. In here, you can pull cards like this. Well, not that one, but you can pull pretty good cards. You got the Charmies, which are, you know, really good. You got all the Dark Magical Curtains. You got the different rarities of the new retrains. There's a lot of good cards in this. You got Fiendsmith, and you got Meowmine. This is my second Meowmine. Look at that. I love everything Masquerena related. Honestly, we gotta do a rank list of all the women of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Masquerena is definitely up there. Masquerena, SP Little Knight, Diabellstar. Gosh, Dark Magician Girl, obviously you gotta have the OG. Can't not have the OG. Who else? Dark Magician Chaos, second best girl. Let's put that over here. Who else is like off the top? I'm trying to go off the top. There's a lot, you know. Axel Sisters are cool too. But yeah. Anyways, this set's fun to open is basically what I'm trying to say. And no, I'm not sponsored. This is just me saying this off of being a pure fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! For as long as I have been. You know, a lot of times people will see me open and they're like, oh my god, he's just a hype beast. Bro, you can't say that about Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been hyping up Yu-Gi-Oh! Since 2002. Deadass since 2002. Ain't nobody, even when nobody cared about Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore, and they weren't even talking about it on YouTube, I was still the guy. Every time I go to a card show, I always get someone at least is always like, that's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Guy. He's been talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! For the longest. I have. And I still will. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! One of my least favorite things that people always don't bring up about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is how the game is so different nowadays. And honestly, like, what I gotta say about that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a different game in a way where games have to evolve. Just because you're not setting 3 cards in your back row and then you're ending your turn does not mean Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not good. Yu-Gi-Oh! Today is really, really fun. And honestly, it's a lot harder. Think of it as playing any new game on hard mode. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. And not that everybody wants to play hard mode on games. You know, sometimes people want to be more casual with it, which is why people like playing older Yu-Gi-Oh! And I always say older formats are still fun to revisit. I love playing Go, for example. But I also love Modern. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays isn't about, you know, playing solitaire as much as people meme it is. You play solitaire and then the whole point is to make your opponent not play. While that can happen sometimes, the same thing happened in old Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. Yu-Gi-Oh! Today is a puzzle. The whole point of Yu-Gi-Oh! Today is, how do I build a deck that's gonna stop my opponent from being able to pop off? And then when it goes back to you, be able to pop off as well. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Or your opponent sets up a board and now you gotta like find a puzzle to break it. It's a lot of fun. It's a very different game. And honestly, if you sat down and played it to the people that don't like it, I guarantee you, your opinion might change. It might change. Now, I will say, I will agree, the barrier to entry is difficult. It's not an easy game at all. I hate Pilgrim Reaper. Hate that card. Speaking of a card I hate seeing resolved. The game is not easy at all to like relearn. It'll take you some time, but once you figure it out, it's like riding a bike, to be honest. But I recommend it. You guys should definitely give it a shot if you thought about it. Just find like a starter deck that, you know, you want to like, that looks cool to you, you like the art, and just pick it up from there. I guarantee you. Ooh, we got Karibo, level 10. What was it called? Transcendental something Karibo. I forgot the full name. But yeah, like, Dark Magician is a solid option. No, Blue Eyes is great too. Blue Eyes is a very, very strong deck. You can actually win with it. Blue Eyes can actually pop off, and I love that for Blue Eyes. And now Dark Magician is getting to the point where with all the new support that's coming out right now in the OCG, when it comes down to TCG, you'll be able to play Dark Magician today. This is a Starlight? No, it's not. It's our collector rare. All right, Starlight. Star shines so bright. Can I get an SP Little Knight? Aurelia, and no, it's not. Would have been nice though. Was that Power Tool Dragon? Is that what that was? Oh, that was a really nice smooth rip. Pilgrim Reaper. We got Meows. Gaga Magician. And I forgot it. I haven't looked it up. I'm recording this right after the last video, so I have not looked up what that was called. I literally forgot. Power Tool Dragon, right? Is that what that is? Oh, Synchro Emergency. Speaking of a card that's disgusting. This card right here is why Ash Blossom should never be banned. If this card resolves, you lose. Konami, they gotta balance this out, because what this card does is, it's a hand trap. I know, it's a trap card. It's like, what are we doing? You gotta set it first. No, this card, you can activate from your hand during your opponent's turn, and then Synchro Summon, and Synchro Summon again, and Synchro Summon again. It's funny, I'm already telling you how fun Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. It's not all about playing solitaire, and then they print cards like this where it's like, Rhyme, you just proved our point. It is. Yeah, I don't agree with that card. That card, they gotta balance it out. They gotta balance it out and fix it, because it is way too strong. Way too strong. If you don't Ash Blossom that, if you're not saving your Ash Blossom for that card, you're going to die. I think we have a Starlight here. Come on, Little Knight, or Masquerina. I hate that card with a passion. Me trying to prove to you how fun Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, and you see stuff like that. And we got back here. We'll just kind of power through it. There's my girl. Diabell Star. Love me some Diabell Star. You know what? You can hang out back here. All right. But yeah, essentially what Synchro Emergency does, it lets you summon during your opponent's turn, which then will trigger a effect will trigger another effect, and another effect, and another effect, and another effect, and then you can actually, technically, if your opponent doesn't interrupt, if they can't, just win. That's why I think cards like Forbidden Crown and Forbidden Drop are very important. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a puzzle. Cards will come out, and they'll be incredibly broken, and while I hate the draw the out argument, if you don't even have the cards in your deck to counter what's popping up in the meta, that's the aspect of figuring out the puzzle and, you know, winning. So, when cards like that exist, you gotta know, all right, I wanna have at least 3 Ash Blossoms in this deck. I wanna have a Forbidden Drop in this deck so I can stop cards that my opponent's potentially activating on my turn. You gotta have stuff like that, you know? You gotta have the Charmies. If you activate the Charmies during your turn, now, there's gonna be some use of it, because now if your opponent starts summoning during your turn, you're also drawing still. So, you gotta think about that. It's all about figuring out the puzzle. That puzzle is, I'm going to win. Ooh, there's a new Stardust Retrain. Pretty good card as well. All right, what full arts do we want to pull? My goal is still, I want a Starlight Gaga Magician. I do want the Dark Magical Curtain as well. But I'm not going to be greedy about it. Again, I got one gifted to me by my eBay seller. Shout out to him. I'm just for the love of the game, I'm going to have his eBay store listed in the description below. So go get your boxes from him. But yeah, again, if you're, look, every man's canon event at some point is to play some kind of TCG. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Gotta be the one for you. If you haven't tried it, try it. One Piece is also good too. I really like the One Piece game. It's really, really easy to pick up. There's a skill curve as well. But there's always been something about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's so special. And I'm not just saying that because I played this game for 25 plus years, for a long time. Minus the break in the middle when I was, you know, in college and stuff and kind of walked away from the game for a while. You know what I mean? Dude, I love how good the Ultimate Rares look in Japan now. We got Right by Rhymestyle. I have this actually as a BGS 10. My favorite thing about being a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is nobody cares about modern Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. Other than people who want to play. So every now and then I'll see a random like QCR or Starlight be like a BGS 10 or PSA 10 listed, and I'll buy it on eBay. And it's like, I bought this for like $100. It's like, the card raw is more. How did this, like, you know, seep under the radar? To which I say, you know what? One man's trash is another man's treasure. And Yu-Gi-Oh!, even modern for me, is an absolute treasure. Call me a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dick rider. I don't even care. It's true. Oh! Yo! Ga! Girl! Let's go! Did I not say I wanted to pull her in this video? Did I not say I wanted to pull the Starlight of this? It's not even that expensive a card. I mean, it's technically expensive, but it's not like, you know, $1 billion. You know what? You can hang out over here. You're gonna replace the Yao Mine. Honestly, I like this card art the most because her and Gaga Magician, which I pulled in the last video, which is funny because, like, look, we got the whole gang. I like how they break the fourth wall. Like, literally, he's cracking through the screen and she's just sitting, just out there. Like, this card the art is great. Yo, I got my chases. All right, we can go through this real fast because we got the main hits. Again, if you're new to this, it looks like you get 1 Starlight per box. You get like 2. Oh, nice. You get 1 Starlight per box. You get 1 Overframe per box, which can also be in Starlight or regular ultra rarity. And then you get a couple of the other fancy rarities like Ultimate Rare, Ultimate Rare and Collector Rare. Again, this is what the card looks like in normal card form. And there's a tiny Dark Magical Curtain in that corner. As of right now, I don't know if Grandmasters will be like replacing something or if there'll be a bonus. If it happens, we'll figure it out on our own. But I also wouldn't be surprised if the Grandmaster is an extra because the biggest issue I've always seen with cards and opening packs is once you hit the raw or like the chase or like the big hit of the box, the rest of the packs don't matter. Ooh, we got something shiny back here. Starlight. Oh, what a box! What a box! Yo! This might be... Yo, look how red I am from just screaming. Yo! What a box! You know, we're gonna go ahead and cover the Karibo over here. Yo! I got a bunch of my chases already. As of right now, the only chases that's left for me is ooh, and a Charmy. I want the SP Little Knight in the alt art, and I want the Masquerina. At this point, if I end up pulling a Grandmaster, I wouldn't even be surprised, because like the luck today has been crazy. Because whenever you open boxes, it's like you're not just, you know, hoping to pull the hit. You're hoping to pull your hit. And in my case, I mean, I still haven't pulled the Dark Magical Curtain, but again, I'm not gonna be too greedy. I literally have one sitting right there that was gifted to me by the seller. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we got nothing here. Let's keep it going. Here, what a fun set to open, you know. But I'm also saying that because I'm looking for multiple cards. I feel like if you're only opening this for just the Grandmasters, you don't care about anything else, you might not have a great time. Oh, nice. Nice. So my theory is every 6 boxes, you can get a Starlight Overframe. A Starlight Overframe. All right, put this on. Every 6 boxes. Because what I noticed is in the first box, I pulled 2 Starlights as well, which consisted of the Gaga Magician and then the Utopia. But also might be wrong. Maybe it's just, you know, luck. I don't know if they like seed the boxes a specific way or map them. All right, we got a Starlight back here. I think, or might be a collector rare. Oh, it's a Starlight. It's another Dean Smith sequence. Got pulled in the first video. Not gonna lie, I saw the blue. I got excited for a second. I'm like, yo! You know, this is a very, very strong set. You can get the full, with the exception of Desiree, you can get the full Dean Smith package in here. There's Lacrima, Engraver, Sequence. Oh, Requiem, I guess, isn't, but Tractus. You can get all that in here. And then there's random God support, which is confusing to me. It's like, why is that in there? And the only theory I have is because rivals will have the gods. Yo, honestly, Full Art, Obelisk, the Tormentor, Slifer, and Winged Dragon of Ra are going to look great. All right, last 4 packs. I love, bro. I'm going crazy with the Charmies. Hitting the Charmies in Collector Rare is so good. Again, I said this in my last video, but I have a theory that they're gonna ban Maxi finally. And the best way you prepare for that is by making all the Charmies very, very obtainable. So that's why you keep, like, all 3 are in the set. Oh, there is Little Knight. Love this art. She is so cool, bro. She is so cool to me. Last pack, last pack, last pack. And we're gonna end it with nothing. There's a Fancy Ball, which is a brand new card that they revealed. I like that they did this. They unveiled that in Master Duel for the anniversary. They released both Masquerina and SP Little Knight, part of the 4-year anniversary, and Fancy Ball for the first time. They revealed Fancy Ball in the game. Like in the past, they released whatchamacallit, Promethean Princess in Master Duel first before they released it in the OCG and TCG. But I think they might have already announced the card first. But they unveiled her. They released her actually in Master Duel, which I think is cool. So using Master Duel to like show off new cards is a fantastic idea in my opinion. And it definitely should do it more. And I hope that they do it more. And not just for anniversaries, like just randomly just start dropping cards. Because what better way to test? Honestly, it's smart too, because if you think about it, because you can also like plan for paper. Like if a card is incredibly broken that gets released in Master Duel, you'll have that data like, hey man, we should probably hit these cards by the time this card hits the TCG or the OCG. It's a good way to like, really test it. Again, if you want to grab your own boxes, I will link his store in the description below. Should be able to get the rival set, I think. I've not pre-ordered that yet because I was more interested about getting this first. I definitely gotta pre-order me some rivals boxes as well, which we will definitely open when that releases. I believe at the end of this month. They're only like a month apart. And then of course, whenever we get the TCG variant as well, expect the openings. There is another Ubalos. We got so many playsets of the Charmies in this video. Metamorphosis. I know some of you will be watching this and be like, why is Metamorphosis in that pack? Because it's legal. Speaking of power creep and power levels changing in Yu-Gi-Oh, Metamorphosis is a legal card now, and it's not seen any play at all. Ooh, there's our Astrograph Sorcerer. I believe this is the retrain, right? Hang on over here. Pendulums, yuck. Yuck, yuck, I hate pendulums. There's another Metamorphosis. This card is incredibly broken. I can't stress that enough. Basically what the card does is it's a generic 2-effect monster link. If you have 2 bodies on the field, you can link summon that, and if it doesn't get stopped, guess what? You got to go into your full Mitsurugi combo. Insane that a card like this Habakiri by itself was already broken. Now if you don't open Habakiri, it doesn't matter. You can still do full Mitsurugi combo. Here's my my girl. Look at that. Hang on over here. But yeah, I don't understand the logic in printing that card. But hey, people love their Mitsurugi right now, so I guess you can have your fun. At least it's not completely unstoppable. I'll say that. Like, it's annoying to deal with. It's definitely annoying to deal with, but it's not completely unstoppable. You know, you can still do something. What I hate about Mitsurugi is also the recursion they get during your turn, because like, if you stop a Mitsurugi board, it doesn't matter. It can still just bring it right back. Like, imagine you open Dark Ruler No More, and you hit their field so you can play. Guess what? No, you don't. No, you don't, because they can just recursion everything that they just summoned, and then it'll be resummoned so it doesn't get negated like it was originally with Dark Ruler No More, because they have that trap card Purification, which tributes, and then when it gets tributed, it just summons right back, and then boom, they have their card, and then they summon the Raigeki basically and blow up your field. Yeah. All right. Go right to the back for this one. We got Perulia in the front. It's the last box. I do have more boxes on the way. In fact, I'm pretty sure as I was recording this, I saw my notification go off that someone was at the front door. So pretty sure that my other boxes are here as well, which I'm gonna record right after this. So if it looks like I'm wearing the same clothes for the next couple of days on here, it's because I am. It's all recorded a day apart. I just didn't change clothes. And this is how this is gonna go viral, because watch the Grandmaster right now. Imagine, it's like I'm telling you how I don't shower or change clothes, and then the clip leads into a Grandmaster. Like, great, I can't edit around that. Alan Granite. Yo, this has been a day. Still no Pharaoh Servant in Starlight rarity. Would love to see that. Pharaoh Servant is the Dark Magician retrain, which is an insane card. Honestly, between Dark Magical Curtain, between Dark Magical Curtain and between Dark Magical Curtain and the new Pharaoh Servant, like, Dark Magician can do stuff. I've not tested it yet myself. Ooh, love the Masquerina. Love this Masquerina art. It's so good. Look at her, bro. How could you not like Masquerina? Is she a menace when she hits the field? Absolutely. Can she lead to evil? Absolutely. Can she tag into her BFF? Absolutely. And it won't beat your ass. That's part of the game. Did we just put the same in the same box? That's disappointing. Right? I think we did. Yeah, we did. All right, the Starlight can still be hype. The Starlight can still be hype. Yeah, it's very hype, actually. Engage! Engage is what you want to see. Because people love their Sky Strikers. And honestly, this card art, like, I'm not the biggest fan of chibi art, but this is actually pretty cool. I like the look at Rose and Ray. Back at it again. All right. Let's go right through to the back, because I think we're done here. What we got, what we got, what we got. The borders. Oh, rivalry. Do not like rivalry. Please don't rivalry me. All right. And we got Dark Magician Pharaoh Servant. There he is. And then we got SB Little Knight just shredding. Look at her. Look at her. My goat right there. Okay, the last 2 packs, and then I'll see you guys again in the next day or so with more. Oh, and bro, The amount of collector rare Charmies that I pulled is crazy. And then there is, this is a good pack actually. And then there's our girl again, Dark Magical Curtain. And the final pack of the video. The final pack of the video is a Grandmaster. Watch this. Imagine Karibo. All right. Again, stay tuned for more. Again, check out the eBay seller where I got these from. He's very trustworthy, as you can see. And again, he sent me this, which you can see my reaction in the first video. And that's still insane to me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.